Hey everybody, Steve at Benford Guitars here. Here to talk to you today about the Fretboard Inlay. So I've been working on this a little bit here, and thought I'd just do a video halfway through the process and show you where I'm at. So I got this little jig here. It's just a piece of plywood and a couple scraps of wood here that are just above the level of my fretboard. And that's so I can use my Dremel with this flat router base that I made. The big part here, is from Stuart McDonald, and it comes with a little metal base, and I just made a larger plexiglass one to ride along here. So what happens is you know, you ride it along like that. So what happens here is, and I've got some pictures of this, I have all my inlays, and they get laid out on the fretboard. They'll actually get super glued down, just a little drop of super glue to hold them in place. Then I'll take this scribe, it's really sharp, and I will scribe around the inlay, leaving an indent in there. Then what happens is I'll take some chalk and just rub it in, and then you can see the places where I got to route. So I just route up to the lines there. And so here we have some that are just about done. I still got to clean up some corners and things like that. But the majority of it gets hogged out with this bigger bit here, and then I go back in with a smaller bit and clean up all the edges. Maybe some files, little chisels, things like that to clean up the corners. So then as we get going along here, this one I just finished, and so we have our inlay here, and see if I can do this while looking through the screen of the camera. If all goes well, it should just pop right in. And next we have 3 that are done, and they're just above the surface of the fretboard here. So all this around here is actually black super glue. And most people don't know there is such a thing, and I didn't for a while, but it's awesome for this sort of thing. What it'll do is, not only does it glue it down, but it'll fill in any minor gaps in here, and you won't even hardly see them once the fretboard gets level sanded. Right now it looks pretty terrible, but once it gets done, it's going to have more of a look like this. So that's really about it. I will post some pictures of this when it's finished. Actually, I think I have one over here. Let's walk on the other side of the room. Here's one. Let me walk over here. Here's one I did on rosewood for a lap steel. And so you can kind of see the finished product. This is actually reverse inlays. So there's that. And while I'm over here, I might as well show you this too. Here is the neck blank, all glued up. So that's ready for the next video when I get to that point. So head back over here. So yeah, that's that. It's a pretty straightforward process. It's pretty tedious because each of these inlays I made by hand. And they're all different from each other, so I can't like do one universal template to do this and then route them out. So it all gets done by hand, and it's like I said, slow going. I got probably an hour into this already, maybe more, and probably got another at least an hour to go. So that's that. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time. BenfordGuitars.com.